Hello everyone. In today's video, I am going to be going through the Doom by Fate document and share my thoughts and opinions on it, and basically just explain the whole unfortunate situation. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I do think that it is true. I'll be getting into that in a bit. Do not harass anybody involved with this. Alright? Do not harass anybody. Do not harass the Doom by Fate developers. Do not harass anybody. I can't stop you, but just don't harass people. Doom by Fate's developers has shrugged off and pushed blame on a photosensitive epilepsy victim caused by the flashing lights of their killer 1x1. Trigger warnings from here on out to hospitalization and even death. The document specifically focuses on Kit and what the developers of Doom by Fate say and respond to the situation. The separate behavior of individuals outside of the situation are for other documents that could maybe be made. Right. Before 1x's release, the thread and similar threads have been seen by higher-ups over at Doom by Fate. The large number of reactions exists on these threads, which indicates they were popular enough to be viewed by actual staff and developers. And the threads in question explain how bad 1x's VFX are, especially just from a showcase video, which I will not be showing for your safety and possibly mine. The thread also explains that it needs to be the default setting, which is a very, very good point. Epilepsy settings should be on by default on every game on Roblox with flashing lights, or any game in general. It doesn't have to be just Roblox. There should be an epilepsy setting set on by default. As you can see, it is very clear that before 1x is released, there are problems with flashing lights, causing people distress, sickness, nausea, and etc. When I first heard about the Doom by Fate 1x, I did get sick. Thankfully, I feel more okay, but just talking about this makes me feel icky. The developers and staff realize that maybe they can hold off the update for a few weeks to keep the community safer, but it wasn't enough. They knew 100% because they confirmed that Francis tried to get an implementation of an epilepsy mode, but apparently it didn't get through. So far, it seems that the release of 1x not having an epilepsy mode is a very big sign of negligence. Either way, this is really bad, and it shows how that the developers do not care about our well-being. Francis trying to get the epilepsy mode in beforehand more so shows negligence on the developer's side and not nearly as much on the staff side. So the moderators for the server, I don't think have much control over the actual game. So it's the developers. It's what I think though. In addition, this update was so hyped that of course friends would drag other friends into the game to try first time alongside. Sorry. And I don't know if there's been leaks about it. I don't know Doom by Fate that much. I just heard the drama and I really wanted to talk about it to spread more awareness. Also, I'm not a drama channel. I don't know. If it brings in more views or subscribers, I might do more, but it's unlikely. As expected, the release without an epilepsy warning or epilepsy-related setting causes someone with epileptic photosensitivity by the name of Kit to be hospitalized after experiencing a seizure related to 1x1's flash effects. Now, Forsaken does have a similar issue, but it does have a warning and does have a setting for this. This is not the family of Kit's fault or Kit's fault entirely. It was completely avoidable. So if the Doom by Fate developers just added a seizure warning, Kit could have lived another day. You know, like, it is not that hard to just add a screen in your game saying, "Hey, this game has flashing lights. If you have an epilepsy warning, don't play." Or if you still want to play it, then there will be an epilepsy warning inside the settings for the game. You have been warned. But there is no seizure warning or setting. Here we have Kit's friend. Yeah. There is no good ending here. Under 2 hours later, Kit passes away in emergency. Again, this is because of the negligence. Oh wait, that sounds bad. Ignorance of the developers. Yeah. The developers and staff responded very, very bad to this. Kind and positive, benevolent. Yeah, sure, buddy. Doom by Fate gets 1,000 current players every day on a good day, and they don't care if one person dies. Now, I'm gonna say this here. Every person matters in this world. Every life counts. This just doesn't make any sense. Nis nice. You are not kind, you are not positive, you are not benevolent. Anybody dying is a big concern, and you brush it off like one won't affect anything. Oh, don't play games if you're sensitive. How would they know? How would Kit and her family know that your game had flashing lights? You put no warning. You added a half-made epilepsy toggle like 3 hours later, I think. And you I'm gonna no offense, but you're kind of not smart. You're dumb. This makes no sense. People play games because they need to escape from the real world. That is slowly. Yeah. Some people play games by choice to escape the madness of life. And when the game that they want to escape life kills them, then how? And sure, kids who might be somebody that we don't know, but they died. Yeah, they had a life, friends and family. And this dummy, it is actively dehumanizing somebody. Like we are not gonna just move on from somebody dying playing your game. And I'm pretty sure that Doom by Fate can get sued for this. And Roblox as well. Like, if you're gonna add any sort of flashing lights or like anything, then please make a toggle or a warning. Both, actually. You should at least have a toggle and a warning for it. Also asking for proof of an epileptic in hospital is just dumb. I don't. Yeah, kid died. They're dead. They can't see that. They won't know that the Doom by Fate developers are so awful. Like, also, I don't know. This is quite funny to me. It shouldn't be funny, but this is just really funny. This is not funny. This is not funny. You should not be laughing. Also, that another feature should be in the game since day 1 or maybe 2. But an epilepsy toggle for your game should be there. It's not just another feature. It's a default feature. It should be a default feature. And you should care if your public image is burning down around you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this can be legally your fault. This death does fall under ignorance and blindness. Also, when I say blindness, I mean blinded by pride and whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this does violate some sort of Roblox term of service. Yeah. 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 Why would a Doom by Fate add a flashy glowing green killer though? Kids clearly knew nothing about Doom by Fate. Having an epilepsy warning and having an epilepsy setting should be a default setting, and it could have saved Kit. Kit is being blamed for not looking into games. But who does that? Who looks into the games? I'm pretty sure that almost nobody that, well, I personally know look into the games they're gonna play. They just play it. I just play it. I will not be showing the video for your safety and possibly mine. The developers was being swamped with very rightful concerns and criticism regarding their handling of Kit's seizure. The only people left with perms and an artist channel posted this after the flash toggle was added 3 hours after the 1x update, or around an hour after Kit is confirmed dead in emergency surgery. If you watched it, if you're gonna watch this video, then be safe. Possibly cover your eyes a bit. The flash toggle does nothing to fix the problem. 1x still caused the flashing effects to occur. This led to some of the team accusing people of making a problem that's no one's problem, everyone's problem, when it was all simply criticism regarding their response to Kit. They even threatened to lock down the channels for, guess what? Criticism, under the guise of harassment. Please don't lock down channels for because you're being criticized for blatant murder. And don't do it under the guise of harassment. That makes you look worse. And they did do it. After locking down the server, they started trying to get people to not talk about the situation, which is, yet again, a sign they are gonna ignore a child's death. They want to move on as quickly as possible to try and sweep this under the rug, which you shouldn't. You should just own up to it. You should just go, hey, I'm sorry. We are going to make an epilepsy warning and fully develop the epilepsy setting within we will get it to work by Tuesday or something. If it's not done by Tuesday, then we are gonna hold ourselves accountable for the death of Kit. And anyways, they wanted the proof again of somebody who is epileptic and now dead. How is a dead person going to show proof that they are in fact dead? This feels very disrespectful towards Kit. And this person is right. Even if Kit isn't real, the dismissiveness of the team has shown towards the death of a person caused by an ignorant update is beyond screwed up. And we won't let them get away with this. You shouldn't just dismiss somebody who could have actually had an epileptic seizure with ignorance. And sometimes my mom tells me that ignorance is bliss. I know what she means. If somebody's being rude, then just ignore them, but you shouldn't just... That rule doesn't apply here. You shouldn't ignore somebody dying. You should own up to it immediately. You should be like, we did this. We're sorry. We don't know if it's true, but if it is in fact true, then it's better to be safe than risky. So, yeah. I've given my thoughts and opinions on this, I think. It's just really, really messed up. And, not adding an epilepsy trigger adding an epilepsy setting, and no warning is just beyond messed up. There is no word to describe how messed up the developers are. Like, how this is just beyond messed up. There is no word to describe how messed up this sentence is. You don't say that to somebody who potentially died while playing your game. Be better. Think about your actions. We won't ever forgive you. I am not part of the Doom by Fate community, but I do play asymmetrical horror games. I played Forsaken for a while. I'm at least milestone 2 on every killer except for Guess 666 and Cool Kid. And I have mastery on Killjoy in Die of Death. I have only played those two asym games, but I do say that I'm somewhat in the asymmetrical horror game community. We will never forgive you. Murder, blatant murder, cannot be forgiven. Do better. Just don't. Put an epilepsy setting and warning in your games if you ever plan on making a game with any sort of photosensitivity trigger or anything. Just this is just horrible. This is beyond horrible. I don't know. Thank you for watching through my little rant. I hope that Kit will be okay in the afterlife if he is dead, but this is just horrible. This is horrible. Please don't act like this. I've said enough. Goodbye.